Alrighty, let me make sure that my volume is working. Alrighty, let me make sure that my volume is look like it's working perfectly. Okay, great. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you guys exactly how I mark up different Forex pairs in the foreign exchange market. So I'm going to focus on the GPP versus JPY pair. Let me see here. There we go. There's GJ. All righty, we're in business. So so typically when I'm marking the Forex pairs, my goal is to try to figure out exactly when it's good to enter the market and when it's good to get out. And my job is to kind of teach my team and teach anybody that want to learn how to trade Forex exactly how to mark up the charts so they can understand fully what trend is forming. So that way they can make a decision on when they're going to enter the market and when they're going to get out. So we're going to do GBP, JPY, which stands for the British pound versus the Japanese yen. So the British pound currency is the base currency, and the Japanese yen is going to be the quote currency. Okay. So we're going to be trading both of these currencies to see which one performs stronger or weaker than the other. And that's going to determine whether we're going to buy or sell one of those currencies and make money in this market. So in order to do that, we're going to want to start on the daily time frame. It's good to start on the daily because if you are a day trader or a swing trader, you're going to want to know exactly where the market is headed within a day or a couple of days. You're not caught in the wrong trend, because if you get caught in the wrong trend, you will lose money. So you want to make sure you know exactly if you decide to do a day trade or a swing trade, you're following the trend that will be forming within that daily time frame. Profitable in the market. So if you are a day trader or a scalper, then I'm going to show you how to enter in on the smaller time frames based off of this markup. All right. So to get started, we're going to start with the line chart. And the first thing we're going to do is draw our daily zones. It's important that we draw our daily zones so that way we get a basic overview of exactly what the market is doing on the daily time frame. So we're going to find the most recent high, which is right here. This is the most recent. So we're going to daily support or resistance line. All right. Then we're going to mark the recent low, which is right here. And I start out with the line chart because it helps me to be sharp when I'm drawing my daily zones. So that way I know exactly what price is doing. So now we have a little bit of an overview of exactly what price is doing on the daily time frame. So I'm going to break this down very quick. When you're trading in the market, price is going to hit support or resistance at least 3 to 4 times before it makes a major move in the market. This is considered support or the floor. This is considered as resistance or ceiling. So I'm going to kind of draw that in. So at the bottom here, I'm going to type that in. Consider support slash floor. So just picture the floor of a building. All right. And our goal is to try to build structure on what price is doing. House. You know, you start with the foundation and you build everything up there. All right. So then we call this here. This is going to be resistance slash ceiling. Okay. I'm going to kind of put this up so you guys can see it. This is going to support a resistance, or is going to hit the ceiling of the floor at least 3 times before it makes a major move. How do we know that? Okay, break it down. Let's look at price in here. So price did a major move here. It hit resistance up here 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. It took a major drop, took a sell, made major money in this big move here. So that would have been over 20 pips. If that was traded on the biggest lot size, that could have been $2,400 earned off of one move. So that's very powerful. So price hit resistance or the ceiling 3 times before it drops. All right. So that's why I always say if price hits support or resistance at least 2 to 3 times, it's going to make a major move, whether it's a major sell or a major. And that's exactly how the banks make money with our money. So as you see here, price hit resist floor at least 3 times. 1, 2, 3. What did it do? Price shot up again. Now it hit this resistance again, down, and so it hit resistance once, 1, 2, and it hit it again. It hit resistance once, bounced down and hit support again. So 1, 2, 3, boom. Then it shot up a little bit, hit resistance at least 3 times. No, it hit support again here. So see, so sometimes it hits support or resistance at least two to 4 times, and then price broke this structure, this support, right? And so now it hit this as support, 1, 2, 3, went up, but then it came. So depending on the market structure and where it's at with support or resistance, when support or resistance, the price is going to go down again, because eventually price came down again, broke the structure, and now that this used to be support is resistance and creating another major here, and then hit support at least another 3 times, 1, 2, 3, went up, hit resistance at least another 1, 2, 3, dropped again, and so on and so forth. So the market repeats itself after resistance at least 2 to 4 times. Remember that. In this case, we see that if we were going to trade this on the day, we can kind of see that price raising up and creating lower highs and a higher high. I mean, a higher low and a higher high. So that would be a good chance. Will probably let us know that prices are going up again, because it's creating new market structure. So we see that in the frame. We're going to go ahead and switch our. So that way I make sure I'm following everything the right way. So that way you guys can fully understand this. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to the 4-hour time frame. All right. So now we're going to kind of break this down. Now, just like I mentioned before, support or resistance is considered either support or resistance is the flooring and the ceiling. Let me actually go back. I'm actually going to might move this over. And then when I switch to the 4, we can see this label, because I want to paint this picture. All right. So you see at the bottom here, it says support and floor. All right. And then there we go. Then at the top right here, we see resistance and ceiling. Okay. So now we're going to wonder what price is doing on the 4-hour, because if you're an intraday trader, you're probably going to mark the charts on the 4-hour and enter 1 hour. All right. So you're going to want exactly when to enter in. So the key here is when you're drawing your support or resistance lines, you want to see where support or resistance is respected on these lines. So the first thing I'm going to do is label this as the 4-hour time support or resistance. We're going to label it to where it shows up here. So you see that price support resistance is respected on this line, because even when you look previously here, when price jumped down to brochure, hit this as resistance and took a straight dive. But then when it eventually came back up, it hit this as resistance again, retested, broke this straight. And now when it came down and hit this as support, it then broke it again, used this as resistance, and then came down, used it as resistance again, and it came through and came straight back down. So now it's supporting itself. So now support resistance is respected. So now we're going to kind of mark up right here. So now we have a bigger picture. So this was used as resistance here when price spiked up, and it hit resistance, came down, then finally broke through. And when it broke through, now there's that support when previously this was resistance on this side. So then it broke through, came up, broke through, came down. And when it broke this line, now it made this line here support again, hit, and then came down, hit, it came up, try to, come up again, and then it made a major move. Now, we could probably put another line just to kind of even. All right. So now we're going to probably do the same thing. Let's see. Right here. Put and run right down here. And as a Forex trader, drawing these lines, they don't have to be perfect, just as long as you can identify by seeing where price hits support or resistance 3 to 4 times, between 2 to 4 times. So put another one here. Remember, we're building the foundation, so it's like building a house, except only building from the top to the bottom. Usually I start from the bottom, but support and resistance is respected. As you can see, this was used as support, but then when it broke it, then it was started to be used as resistance and came down, and it repeats itself. So keep on marking this up. All right, you see. So if you were to decide to join my team to learn how to trade Forex, you would understand support and resistance market structure. That's what we in our company, we educate people on exactly what that means. So we have properly laid out market structure very well. So now we have an idea of how close price times time frames, because the time frame determines how quickly a candle forms in the market as well. You'll learn that in our academy as well. So now that we have identified market structure, now it's hard to figure out what trend we are currently in and then move accordingly to. So I'm going to take my trend line here, all this right here. And then I'm going to figure out exactly what trend we're in. Are we in well, not only to what pattern? Is it a reversal pattern or a continuation pattern? So as we can see, price is actually going up to the upside. It hit support at least 3 to 4 times, and then up, hit it again, and hit this line as support, and now price shot up, and now it started distance, and it started to come back down, and now it's hitting support again. So it looks like it's going to go straight up. So the very next thing we're going to is identify what trend we're in. So we'll go to my trading platform here. We're going to identify what pattern it is. So we'll look here. So as we can see, price curved in and is starting to go up. Price came down, curved in, and then started to go in. So which pattern is that? Well, it looks like that is probably this pattern because, again, price came down and now it's kind of going into an uptrend, right? So it's probably a rising wedge. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a note of that. I'm going to put a text here and I'm going to say the rising wedge. Then I'm going to draw an arrow. Whoops. Erase that. It's a rising wedge here. And then I'm going to draw a little bit of arrow pointing to it. Now we see that, okay? So now we say my progress. So with the rising wedge here, if I'm a day trade, I need to figure out exactly when the market is going to continue or reverse. So that way I know I'm on the right path. In this case, this is a continuation pattern. So what I need to understand is that price is going to go up so I can get a lot of buys out of this market, but then I will want to exit here and then enter here and get sells in this market. All right. So basically, understand is that, and I'm going to draw this out so you guys can understand. Price is going to do this. It's going to go up, hit resist, come down, probably come down, maybe retest here, break this, and then now start going into a downtrend, retest, go down, go down, go down, and go down. How do we? That's what this confirms here. It's going to go down and break, and it's going to go. It's a continuation pattern because you see price went down here, went up into a spiral, and it can continue to go down. So it's not. So the ultimate goal is to probably get in for a buy, finish all the buys in with this market, maybe exit here, test, wait for it to break this trend line, wait for it to retest, and then start going down and then entering for sell. That's how I can make money as an intraday trader, maybe a swing trader. So now that we know that, I'm going to erase all of this because I'm a scalper. I'm working on becoming an intraday day trader, but I'm still learning. So that we know this on the hour time frame, we're going to switch to the 1 hour as closely as to what price is doing. So that way we can see how we can scalp this. And then I'm going to switch to the hourly time frame. So now I'm probably, and this is just optional, probably going to add this line. This lets me know that this is an hourly time. I mean, hourly, yeah, a 1 hour trend line, horizontal line, excuse me. Man, I thought I clicked on it. Okay, there we go. So this is 1 hour, so lets me know just to kind of, tighten it up. So you can see that price hit resistance at least 3 times. So 2, 3 shot up, right? Remember what I said, price hits at least 2 to 3 times on support or resistance and makes a major move. And then you notice that it hit resistance once, boom, boom, and then boom, and it took a huge sell. Now it's doing the same thing. It's hitting this support here, and it's going boom, boom, boom. What do you think is going to happen next? It's going to shoot up. So let's draw this out. So it's probably going to either go up, hit resistance, then come down, create this and go down, then hit resistance again, come up, and then it's probably going to shoot up. And it's going to try to break this trend line and eventually go back down to the downside like we talked about earlier. So if I'm a scalper, well, if I'm a scalper, I could probably enter in for a buy and catch all these pips on the 15-minute, maybe even on an hourly. But then I have to realize that it's going to continue to go down and then go up, and so I can catch more pips. But I need to understand, once I get an indication that buyers are done buying in this market, are starting to jump in, I need to jump out for an exit. So we want to always keep that in mind and then wait for price to break this and confirm that sells are in this market and then start selling. So always keep that in mind. So now that we see that, I'm going to save my progress. So now the key is I'm going to go ahead and turn on my EMA 50 EMA line, which was already on. Okay. So now we turn this off. So now what I need to look and see. Sheesh, I thought I turned this off. Okay. So to confirm that price is going to go up for a buy, it is above this 50. You see that, this little line? If price is below the 50, more likely it's going to start selling. How do we know that? Well, notice that price went up for a buy, then it started going under, and it created a huge sell or a bearish trend. Well, the whole time at the bottom of this 50 line. But now when it support here, it broke through this 50 line and now but then it broke again. Then it broke, and then it broke down below the 50 line, broke up, and now it broke down, and now it's starting to go above this 50 line, and now it's retesting and it's forming a strong bullish candle. All right. So now that's confirmation that it's going to go into a buy. Here's all the further confirmation, and this is on the hour. So this looks like, because price hits support three times, 1, 2, 3. That is an inverse head and shoulders. All right, 1, 2, 3, and then it goes to the upside when it breaks this line. So this is considered neckline. So I'm going to actually label that. All right. So we're going to put it right here. Where's the text at? Okay, we'll put it here. And then when I'm going to put this up right here, and then I'm going to draw the points down to it. All right, because this is the neck here. Matter of fact, let me move this over right here, and then we're going to put the arrow that's pointing down to this line here. So that way you guys can see it. That's the neckline. So it lets you know it's about to let neckline and go up. And I'm going to edit this again, and I'm going to say neckline or inverse head and shoulder. All right. I could over here. That's fine, because it's not going to get into the way. So we see. So now price is over the 50. Looks like it's going to go straight up. That does. All right. So now, if you are a scalper, switch to the 15-minute and start looking for an entry. This is going to help you to see a lot clearer as to where price is at now. So now I can move this over right here. And as you can see, this is a neckline for the head and shoulders right here. So you see that price hits resistance 2, 3, even a little bit more. And now it's about to break that line and shoot straight up. So we're going to see now, ultimately, I want to show you exactly how to enter into scalp this trade. We're not going to focus on what entry we're going to take as a swing trader or a day trader. I'll do that on another pair. I'm just going to show you exactly how to trade this as a scalper. You can get major buys in this market. So the next thing we want to do in the 15-minute is going to want to turn the 20 pip and dip indicator. Now, here's a couple of reasons why we use this indicator. Well, number one, it lets us know when there are lower highs and higher lows and lower highs and etc. in this market. It also lets us know when the market is going to buy and sell. So look here, when price actually broke this line here, you see how this was actually resistance, but now this is actually support. So it's rising up and creating a higher high. Then it's going down and it's creating a lower high. Now, as we know in the uptrend, right? The way you know that price is going into an uptrend is when it's creating a higher high and a lower high. Downtrend is lower low and a lower high. So we see that there was a buy signal right here. So that confirms that it's going direction. So this kind of helps to confirm what you have marked up and what you have analyzed. Now, one of the other things I like to do is I'm going to turn on this 20. This is an indicator that I found on the internet. I don't know where I can find it, but if I find it, then I'll probably maybe share it with you. This is confirmation entry. So whenever you see this big rectangle here and it says it's a buy, it's a very going that direction. How do we know that? Look at this previous sell right here. That sell, right? Look at the major sell that you could have got on this drop here, right? Look at it called a previous buy here. Doom, 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 right? So this confirms that it's going into a buy. Getting that. Then I'm going to jump in for market execution. There's a couple of things I'm going to do before I do that first. So I'm going to turn on the stochastic RSI. And this is confirming that price is going to start shooting up. Okay, so it lets me know that just recently price was actually sold. So oversold is going. That's why the stochastic RSI is good. You know when price is overbought and when it's oversold. Point blank. Period. So the stochastic RSI, make that your best friend. Price reaches all-time high and all-time low, and it's going to create entries for you. And that's exactly how the banks trade. So we see that with the stochastic RSI. Now I'm going to turn on the regular RSI and kind of look at something. An RSI relative strength index. So when you look at the 50 line here, okay, and I'm going to kind of just put that here so you guys can see it. This represents the 50 line. So imagine this is the EMA line. Do you see price breaking down, but then now it's actually starting to actually go up to the upside? Because remember, it's creating a lower high and a higher high, right? Trend line, right? Do you see price going up? Well, yeah, because it's hitting this trend line as bouncing and bouncing and it's going up. So that's further confirmation that it is going for a buy. So now that I know that, I'm going to take this off. I'm going to put on the stochastic side again, because this is what I actually use to gauge if price is going the way I want to go, even if I'm in the trade. This is just for me to just watch. So then now that I know that, I'm going to actually turn this off, turn on the indicator back on. So we know we're going to get major sells in this market. So in this case, I'll go ahead and draw up some lines and come up with my stop loss. So I'm probably going to put the stop loss probably right here. All right. I'm going to stretch this out, and it's called an info line. So this is matching up with price 137.911. So then I'm going to put stop loss. See, that's 137.908. No, that's stop loss. Now we're going to focus on getting 20 pips. So I'm going to take this ruler. I'm going to start here. I'm going to draw 20 pips right here. Then I'm going to take the info line here. And this is going to be take profit. All right. Take profit here is 138.426. So take 20 pips. 18.426. And then I'm going to hit in on market execution. And what I'm probably going to do is, when you look at price here, so let me save up my progress. So when you look at price here, it's already called for a buy. Now it's above this 50 line, and now it looks like it's retesting. So it's always good to get into a retest. It's always good. So now that we have confirmed on to the upside, go ahead and just put in the market execution and put in the numbers, because it looks like that price is retesting. It came down, hit support, and now above the 50 line. Now it's trying to read, and then probably the next candle is probably going to start going up. So we probably have confirmation. We also have confirmation from this indicator as well that it's going to go that direction. So I'm going to go ahead and enter the market. I'm going to go ahead and enter it in and see what happens. I want to practice this on demo to make sure we're on the right track. So I'm going to go ahead and enter this on while I'm on Facebook Live with you guys. This is going to be GJ. So let's find GJ here. Hit the trade. Stop loss 7.908, 1.38426. Hit a buy. See what happens from here. If you guys, the results that I get from this trade, just reach out to me on Facebook Messenger, and I'll share with you whether I won. Now, keep in mind, as us traders, we don't always win every trade, but the most important thing is just to understand where the market is going and to try to capitalize on it as much as possible. So if you guys want to know the results that I got, I would be happy to send you a screenshot on what I profited, if I do profit, and then we could take it from there. But that's what I would actually do at this point with this trade. Now, if you are an intraday trader, then what you're probably going to want to do is, and I'm going to turn this into a trader, then this is the next thing you probably will want to do. If you're an intraday trader, let's say you're a day trader in the daily and the weekly. So in the daily, just know that price is going to continue to go up and finish this trend. Then you're going to want to make your exit here. So you made some money. Then you're going to want to wait for price to break this trend line, retest at to these lines here, drop down, then make it, and then make an entry to actually make money off of the sell. That's what you want to do. So that way you're entering in the market at the right time and you're exiting out of the market at the right time. Entries and exits are the key to profiting in this market. This is the biggest world. And so you want to try to count it, but actually knowing when to enter the market and when not to. That's the key to being a profitable trader. So I'm just going to turn this on, and I'm going to actually gauge this, the stochastic RSI and the 20 pip and dip and this here. Let me turn this on. Yeah, it looks like it hits resistance here. It's hitting resistance, but it looks like it's going to go over that and go straight up. So we're probably good to go. So we'll see what results we'll get from this. Does anybody have any questions in the chat? I mean, if you're watching, any questions or concerns? Or you can put a thumbs up, or you can put a heart emoji or a thumbs up. Let me know if you something from this as well. Let me know. Just trying to help everybody kind of understand the market, because this is a very, very, very powerful skill you can learn. concerns or anything you want to share? Or did you learn anything? So I'll leave this live on for another 10 minutes. Let me know what you guys think. I want to know. Completely honest with me, it's hard to hurt my feelings. Okay, great. And watching, but great. Okay, no questions at all. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else got any other questions? Hey, Alex, I see you just got into the Facebook Live. I just got done marking up this chart. Um, what I could do too, guys, if anybody is in this comment section, I could put down the stop loss and the take profit for this trade and have you copy and paste it and see if you can profit from demo. Demo only, okay? Because I'm still learning, but I want to try to put these analyses out so that, you know, I want to see how well that I'm marking up these charts and seeing if my team could profit from it, because that's part of me learning to be a leader, to be a leader in Forex as well. So if I could put the stop loss and the take profit on this right now in the comments section, because I know a couple of you guys here. Alex, I know you're a trader. Anthony, I know you're a trader. And Quenisha, hope I said saying your name right. I know you're a trader, so maybe you can copy and paste this to see if you can profit from it as well. So just let me know. I can put it in the comments section. All right, so you guys are saying yes. Okay, so go ahead and put it. So this is for GPP, JPY, and this is a buy market execution. All right. Stop loss is going to be 137.98. TP1, which is 20 pips, it's going to be 138,426. I'm going to also put a note. All right, so let me know if you guys see it, see what I put down. And let me know if you guys end up making money off of this in your. Now, I recommend practicing this in demo, but if you want to do it in your live account, just make sure you understand your risks, because you're responsible for your risk. So if you want to test your real money off of this, you can. And then if you make some money off of your real account, then I will be very bad. But just make sure you understand your risk. But if you want to still get your practice on, then do it. Definitely do it on demo. I don't know if you're still watching, Quenisha. Did you learn anything from this? Have any questions or concerns? Anything? If you're busy, you can just let me know later. But I want to get everybody's input. So see where prices my MetaTrader 4. So it's in a retest right now. So this is going to be it's probably good. So it's in. Let me look at the relative strength index, the regular one. Yeah, see, it still looks like it's going to the upside. Let me mark this up, and then we'll just see where we're at. 50 line is here. Take the trend line. Yep. Hitting support. Boom, boom, boom. See, 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm thinking. Do you guys agree that it looks like you move to the upside just based on it hitting support at least 3 times here off of this RSI? Let me know in the chat. What are you guys' thoughts? What are your thoughts on that, Alex? I want to know if we're on the same page. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, great. What about you, Alex? What do you think? Let me know if I'm missing anything. Let me. I am still a student and always will be. See, it looks like this candle is starting to come up. Let me zoom in. Do you see? Look at this here. Do you see this very last candle here? A very strong bullish candle forming. Do you guys see that? Let me know if you guys agree in the chat. I agree 100%, Alex. I see that too. So with this last candle here, do you see it forming a strong bullish candle? What do you guys think on that? Yep. Let's see where I'm at in the MetaTrader 4. So I'm in a drawdown of $9, the MetaTrader 4. So it's probably going the right direction. So I'm going to zoom out a little. That way we see what we're doing. Let's kind of get in. I agree, Alex. It's a lot of strong buys. Yep. Price is probably going to go slow because it's the Asian session, but if I'm not mistaken, with the GJ pair, I'll look at something here. GJ, it might carry over into the London session because they typically say that the Tokyo session is done by 4. No. It's done by Yeah, the Tokyo session is done by 4 p.m. throughout the day as well. Okay. Well, then GJ might overlap into the London session. Actually, I think it does. JPY. I believe it does. GJ overlaps into the London session, if I'm not mistaken, because there's a lot of GPPs that are traded in London. So we might get some major moves with this GJ pair. If I'm not mistaken, I could be. But looks like price is actually shooting up a little bit sharper off of this side. Okay. Well, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end this Facebook Messenger. This Facebook Live on my page. Did you guys have to copy and paste the stop loss and take profit that I posted in the comment? You guys able to get that? Let me know if yes or no before I close Facebook Live. Let me know. So great, Alex. So let me know. Let me know, guys, if you ended up profiting from that. Just let me know either tonight or tomorrow. Just from that trade, I hit take profit or I profited this much, and just let me know. That way, it gives me more insight as to whether am I marking my charts correctly, and then we'll take it from there. Looks like pricing right now and hit support, retest, and then it's probably going to jump straight up. Prediction. So we'll see. Thank you guys for watching this live. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions or concerns, always hit my Facebook Messenger if you want, and then we'll take it from there. All right, guys.